Hey guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and I'm back again with another DC Superheroes review. This is the Select Sculpt Scarecrow. Almost the same look as he had in the Batman animated series, so in my opinion this is easily the best Scarecrow to get. Not that one with the big black jacket, I don't care for that one at all. And of course there's the Sinestro or the Yellow Lantern one from the newer wave, but this is the best Scarecrow in my opinion. He stands just a little bit taller than the regular figures. He's just about 7 inches tall, but he has great sculpt, great paint, and great articulation, so we're going to cover all of those. First, let's just zoom in and look at the paint throughout the figure. Hopefully you can see his face pretty well. A lot of nice shading in there. We'll look at the sculpt too, I guess, since it's all in one. So the sculpt and the paint just really stand out on this figure. He's not as shiny as it looks like, it's just the lights reflecting off of him. But if you look everywhere where there's like a wrinkle in his clothes, there's some shading for the paint work. The ropes are all painted nicely. Everything is just really, really well done on this figure. Absolutely one of the best DCSH figures in my opinion. Just great paintwork all the way around. Even on his little accessory, his little skull thing, it does come out of his hand, but it's still rubber banded on there, so I'm just going to leave it. But it's even that has great detail to it. It's a little dusty, but great detail. Now let's talk about articulation. The head is on a ball joint with like a big pivot in the front, so he can look down pretty far. Can't go back as far, which is kind of a problem since his face is hidden by his hat, but that's okay. And it does have some side-to-side movement, not a lot. And obviously it rotates. So good movement in the head, more than you would typically get, especially with having the collar on there. So that's not bad at all in my opinion. Shoulders are standard DC Universe ball joints. He's got a bicep swivel built in, which doesn't really look too bad because it's put in right where the ropes are. So even with his arm turn, it doesn't quite line up, but it still looks pretty good. He's got a single jointed elbow, and then he's got a wrist swivel in there as well. For the waist, he rotates right there, and that's it for the waist, unfortunately. But it's really enough, in my opinion. And since it's put right at the ropes, again, it's a pretty well hidden joint. He's got the standard hip joints. You can't really see them too well due to the little torn up shirt thing there. But they side to side, forward, back, the whole deal there for the hips. He's got a thigh swivel built in, again at the rope, so it looks really good. A single jointed knee, and an ankle pivot as well, built inside of the boots. So great articulation in the legs. The ankles have a single regular pivot like that, but it also has the ankle rocker, which lets the feet turn from side to side. So absolutely great articulation on this guy. Really nice looking figure, and he comes with this big scythe or sickle. I'm not sure which one it would technically be. It's a little soft, so I guess they had to do that to make it safe, but it's nice and shiny. There is some nice detailed sculpting on there. Doesn't have as much shading or any shading really compared to the figure, but overall it's a nice sculpt. It's got the two handles on there for him to hold, and he does hold it very well with that closed fist hand. It's pretty big too, so it's definitely a figure worth getting. No matter how you look at it, if you're a Batman fan, in my opinion, you should have this figure. It's just a great display piece and a great representation of the Scarecrow. Unfortunately, like I said, due to his head being tilted forward pretty much all the time and the way the hat is shaped, you can't get his face too visible most of the time, but still, it's a great figure, and I definitely recommend you pick him up. It might cost a little bit more, but it's definitely worth it. So there you have it. That's the DC Superheroes Scarecrow. In my opinion, the best version of the character ever to put in plastic. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more videos and more custom figures, reviews, all kinds of stuff going on. So look for that stuff, and in the meantime, keep collecting.